Yes. Good evening, wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom. Those whom matters are concerned to them, we say welcome to this program this evening. Today being the 22nd day of February, of April, rather, as I hasten to add, 22nd of April 2022. I welcome you to this program, which is called The Truth on Bahab Television. I welcome you once more as you join us, those of you who have been joining us over the time, and those who have not been joining on live, and the day after the program they go to listen. I say thanks and do me well as you've just seen this program, as you are joining. Please do me well by sharing this broadcast so that it will go far and wide and get to our people, even those that matters in the world, for them to see that we are ready as a people to reclaim that which belongs to us. Today we will be talking on the needs, the politics needed to achieve self-determination. The topic today is the politics that we need to play to achieve self-determination. That is what we are talking about. That is what we will be discussing today. Wonderful people of Biafra, please, we will be going into this in a GB, and we appreciate as you join this program. Do me well by sharing this broadcast so that it will get to the nook and crannies. Those who need to listen must listen. Those pro-independence groups who have not been sitting up must sit up and listen. That is the reason why you must assist us in doing this job. You must, is a must in capital letter, assist us in doing this job, because what we are encountering, the phase we are entering at this point in time, it is enormous and it is critical. It is critical in time for us to understand what is before us. Hence, for us to illustrate tonight the politics that is needed to achieve self-determination of Biafra. Some other countries have played this politics and it worked for them. Yes, some other countries, those who are sovereign today, has played similar politics and it worked for them. The politics of this world, as at least this era, it's all about politics of interest. It's all about politics of what? Interest. We must understand that in politics, in the world today, the world politics today, it is all about interest, be it America, be it Africa, be it the Asia, be it the Europe. It is all about politics of interest. We must understand the need and the reason why we need to do what we are supposed to do, if need be, collapse everything that is needed to collapse for us to get our freedom, because the hour and the time has come. It is the hour and the time has come for us to do what we are supposed to do and understand that at this point in time, it is no business as usual as it used to be. It is not. Please, if you are joining me, this is The Truth. My name is Christian Wosu, your anchor person on The Truth on Bayaf Television. Bayaf Television is a platform where we disseminate issues on this program, The Truth. We do not mind whose horse is God. We do not mind whose interest. All we want is the freedom and emancipation of our own people. That is our core interest. No matter how they see it, we do not prevaricate on this platform. We say it the way we understand and the best of our knowledge, the truth. Even when it is not palatable for you, because it cures, it heals. It cures, it heals. If you are joining me, please, this is The Truth on Bayam Television. I'm just trying to make this broadcast ready in a jiffy. We will descend on the topic today, which is the politics needed to achieve self-determination. It is key at this point in time, and we must understand what it takes to play this politics. Some other countries have done this, and it has all go well for them. They have gotten freedom with the politics. So why can't we do what we are supposed to do as a people? Why can't we follow suit to get freedom? Because Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder. Sooner than you expect, it will implode. And when it implodes, do not be caught unprepared. Do not be caught unprepared. That is why we have come tonight, for us to x-ray what is needed to be done. Because without politics, when I mean politics this time, it is not just the local politics in Nigeria, but more of international politics that is needed to get this job done. That is what we are talking about here tonight. If you are joining me for the first time, please, I appeal to you, do everything possible to share this broadcast. Do everything possible, please, do everything possible to share this broadcast. And also, you may subscribe on our YouTube platform. If you are watching on the YouTube, you go to YouTube and you type your search at BIAF TV, BIAF TV. You will find our platform and handle, and then you click subscribe and click on the notification button so that you'll be among the first to know when we come live. To know when we come live. Politics rules the world today. No matter how much we feel that it is our right to get freedom, excuse me. No matter how much we feel that it's our right to get freedom, if you do not do what is needed internationally, you will not get it. You'll be denied, even killed upon. The world is so less at this point in time, and we must understand that. No matter how righteous we are, if we do not play this world politics, we will not get freedom. We won't get it. We will continue to rigmarole. That is why you must do everything possible. I beg of you, you must do everything possible to make sure that what we are doing do not wear code, that what we are agitating for gets to the end point and then achieve results. That is what you have to do. Politics. That is what you have to do. Politics. As usual, this broadcast is a round-robin broadcast where you, as the listeners, also will have the opportunity to call into our program to make your own opinion count and for the world to listen to you what you have to say. And when the lines will open, the numbers that you will call on WhatsApp will be +44 7448 818829. I repeat, the numbers you will call when the lines will open will be on WhatsApp will be +44 7448 818829. If you check your screen where you are listening from your listening device, you will see that it is scrolling past on your screen. This is BIAF Television, the truth. As much as those of us who think that it is when we kill our own people who get freedom, you are wasting your time. If you have not played the word politics, when it comes for war, you are wasting your time. If you have not played the desired, required word politics, when it gets to that point that it calls for war, and you've not played that politics in preparation, you are wasting your time. So those of you who are truncating here and there, claiming that you are doing the work that is needed by slaughtering, killing, endangering our people, you are wasting your time. At the end, you get yourself killed. You will get yourself killed. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, this is Bayaf Television. My name is Christian Wosu. I am your anchor man who has been piloting this program. And sooner than you expect, maybe in coming days, I must be frank. In coming days, what is to come on this platform will be different. We'll be having more programs from some other sources, some other presenters who will be joining us to do this job on Bayaf Television. Let's get stuck in, my people. This is the politics needed to achieve self-determination. This is the topic. A case in sight is what is happening in the world today in Ukraine. Ukraine did not play the politics needed. At the end, they are suffering. Their armies are on daily basis surrendering to the Russians. The world is soulless. No matter how you view it, you must understand that it takes some elements of politics to play, and then it is all about of interest. What is Biafra ready to sacrifice? Is it your people? Is it your resources to get freedom? But I must tell us here today, the politics of interest we are to play, we must prune it. It must be centered on two factors politics. One is, what do we offer? If we are seeking the support of international bodies, international countries, what do we have to offer to them? Nobody gives you anything on a platter these days. What are we ready to commit as a people? This is a bait. You want to kill this animal. You must have something you set as a bait on your trap that will attract that animal you intend to kill or to catch to come, and then you kill. In this context, what we are looking at is, what are we sacrificing as a people? If need be, we sacrifice our natural resources, crude oil, then so be it. It is politics, all about politics of interest. If need be, we guarantee our neighboring countries, at least on the side of Africa, even international countries, sovereign countries of the world, as it concerns security, so be it. International politics, you must sacrifice two things. That is how you get interest to support your self-determination cause. One, resources. Two, security. We must be able to outline, very articulate enough to tell the world, this is what you stand to gain if you support Biafra. No pro-independence group have been able to do this. Here we have come to lecture us. It is time for you to understand that in gaining support from international bodies, you must tell them what they stand to gain. It is not enough you keep shouting, come to our rescue, without you offering something that will interest them. To get Biafra, just 5 years, I tell you, we'll get Biafra if we are ready. It is two things. The world no longer understands any other thing. It is not by under prerogative of mercy. It is not because they love you, but it is because of self-interest. That is the politics of the world today. Biafra must be ready to decide what to offer at this point in time. Are you offering security to their interest? Are you offering economic interest by way of your natural resources? You must be ready to offer something before the world will listen to you. If need be, we have crude oil, we have coal and other natural resources in our land. If need be, let's offer all these things up and get our freedom. After all, Japan do not survive on natural resources. Japan today survives on technology. I hasten to add China as well. Biafran must be ready to sacrifice something on a platter for freedom. It is not enough you kill yourself in Biafra land and you think the world will come to your rescue. You are lying. Foul. What do Biafra have to offer for international body to intervene? If you can offer something at this point in time, it is enough for international body to prevail. Countries will support you in the next seconds. Are you offering your national resources? Are you giving them a guarantee that those their enemies, so-called enemies as border countries or neighboring countries, those you perceive, if you read the politics of the world correctly, if those you think they think you feel they have an issue with, are you ready to guarantee tomorrow to be an ally for them in defense of their own rights or to their own interests when it comes to security? Two-pronged approach, two actions, two factors we must put into play at this point in time to get freedom. One, economic interest. Two, security interest. That is what the world wants to hear from you. Junkett from here to United Nations begin to cry on their laps, even with your bullet wounds, they do not care. Nobody cares if you succeed or you survive. But what counts is the end point. Did you make it? That is the politics of the world. That is the politics of the world needed. As I said, this is Bayaf Television, the truth. My name is Christian Wosu. If you are just joining this program, please, I beg of you to help share this broadcast as you are listening. Share across board. Share it on all social media platforms where you are. And if you are so interested to join this program, it's going to be all interactive section where you, the listeners, can have the opportunity to call in. Then we interact and discuss, and your opinion will be heard. The number to call when the line will be open will be on WhatsApp with this number scrolling past on your screen, but I would call it out, which is +44 7448 818829. I repeat, the numbers to call when the line will be open will be +44 7448 818829. This is Bayaf Television. There is politics that needs to be played, which we have not dealt with, which we have not ventured into. Which we have not ventured into. And we keep crying our wolf, keep crying our foul that we are being intimidated, we are being killed in our numbers, but have you done what is needed of you? What are you ready to sacrifice, Biafra? What is Biafra ready to sacrifice? The world do not care even if you are killed in your millions again. The world is unbothered even if you are being killed on a daily basis like chickens. The world is not concerned even when you are massacred, even when there is evidences pointing to how you are being killed. For the fact you've not played the politics needed, you are wasting your time. Every pro-independence group at this point in time, Biafra as a people must sit at this point in time. Sorry, my everything is blowing up here, I can tell you. The world is waiting for you, but you have failed to do what is needed. The world is waiting for us, but we have failed to do what is needed. What is needed? That is what we've come to discuss here tonight. I saw a video clip today where some idiots, as much as will be condemning them, calling them to be sensible, but they refuse to be sensible. I think we have all what it takes at this point in time to begin to hunt them down. We will do that because they are destroying things for us. Those who call themselves unknown gunmen. I saw a video where they were ranting, playing some stupid, childish politics. Do you think the world is stupid? Do you think we are foolish? If you fail to do what is needed of you, I repeat, upon how much you are killed, nobody cares. No international body or a sovereign nation cares. Nobody cares. Two factors you must put into consideration that centers on the politics of the world needed to achieve self-determination. One, you must be able to put a bait. You must be able to have something economically that you are ready to give up for others to support you or for countries of the world to support you. Unfortunately, this is how the world is today. If it were to be when you may call some sensible old days or years back, it may be conscience. But the world of present is all about politics of what do I gain. That is why you find, what is their name? Ukraine fighting alone at this point in time. Forget all what Britain and US are doing, they're just making noise. Ukraine will continue to be decimated even to the last man standing. And nothing can be done about it. After all, it was done in Syria, it was done in Libya, it was done in Yemen, and so many other countries. What happened? Did heaven fall? No. You only go and nurse your wounds. And if that is what those rascals amongst our tribe, amongst Biafra, who are constituting nuisance at this point in time, trying to draw the hands towards against us, you must sit up. You must desist from such action. Because even when you are killed, nobody will bother. And how many do you think you can kill them back? Because you are not prepared. Because you do not have what it takes at this point in time. If you think war is the only way out to get freedom, which is part of it though, but you must be seen to be prepared. You must put things in place by way of playing the world politics in confidence with these countries and have negotiations. What they will gain when they support you. What they will gain when they support you. Nobody fights a war of pettiness, fights a war of, do I call it, love. Is supporting you, buying your trouble for themselves as theirs, and then they gain nothing. You think it happens? That was the mistake our eternal leader, late Ojukwu, did. If he had given up part of what we have as the resources, we would have been free a long time ago. He failed to do that. And that was where we missed it. If Ojukwu had seen reasons and understand the politics of the world at that point in time, that is all about self-interest, politics of interest. If he had given part of our patrimony, part of our natural resources, by now we would have been free a long time ago. And when we become free, we'll begin to renegotiate how to claim back whatever we've given. Or if need be, we'll continue to sustain it. Gentleman agreement is gentleman agreement, depending on how we sign up for. If push comes to shove, that this point in time, what we need is to sacrifice all that we have beneath the ground, so be it. Because in Nigeria, we do not have future as a people. It is like this, those of us who understand at least, who met the history and studied the history, and those of us who are still alive, who are actors within the history, within when the history was created. What begets our children tomorrow? Those, of course, the present world, we're all scattered all around the world, the diaspora, breeding, cross marriage, and all those things, intermarriage, and all those things, breeding children who may not even come back home. What will happen to our land? Pro-independence group must begin to look in this line. Freedom do not come on a platter. Nobody gives you freedom. You go get it. And in doing that, you must play politics needed for it. There is politics you must play. And that politics is cycled in one, politics of interest. It's either economic interest or it is security interest. Why do you think even the so-called NATO are building their interest in Ukraine against Russia before time that caused this war? It's their interest, their security interest. Why do you think Russia is fighting in defense, even unprovoked? It is their own security interest. And here we are thinking all will fall on the platter. Who told you that? Who told you that? If Biafra is to be free, if Biafra will get their self-determination pursuit succeed, we must understand that this politics must be played. It's a must in capital letter, MUST. It's a must. Nobody gives you freedom on a platter. Nobody will give you freedom on a platter without gaining something from it. You must have something you want to give. You must have something you want to sacrifice. You must have something you want to tell them that will interest their people. And this is the time we start building for it. Because as I've said and I've continuously to say, that 2023 is pivotal. 2023 is the deciding benchmark, is the deadline for whatever he said that we'll go get Biafra or we'll forget it. Because 2023, what they are thinking will happen. Those who think Iboma will become the president, let's watch and see. Let's watch and see. Biafrans must be ready to trade all that it takes. Biafra must be ready to give up something before freedom can be gotten. Self-determination, yes. On UN article as enshrined, blah, 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 blah. It is your right to do. It's your right to do that. But at the end, it's all paperwork. Don't buy it. If you continue to preach that same cause, you will continue to do the same thing, the same all the time, and achieving same result, which is nothing. But if we decide to engage what it takes, which is the politics of interest of the world, then we begin to move around. We move in the night to begin to negotiate at this point in time. There are countries who are waiting for us to stand up. At least I'm privy to some. We must be ready to do something. Countries who are waiting for us to show the green light and then they'll step in. Nobody likes Nigeria. Even the devil. Seeing Nigeria balkanize or decimate tomorrow will be the joy of so many countries in the world, especially in Europe. Nobody likes Nigeria. That is the truth. Are you no evidence testimony to it? You that is listening to me, if you are resident in the Americas, you are resident in Asia, you are resident in Europe, are you not the testimony to it? Who loves Nigeria? Nobody. So why can't we capitalize on this and get what we want? Year to keep turning in circles. No result. No result. If we play the necessary politics of the world that is needed, politics of self-interest. We are ready to give this and that. We are ready to incorporate your own interest into our pursuit as a nation. When we become sovereign, this and this will align. Then, if these are sorted out, you will see people speaking for you, even that United Nation. Come next plenary. You will see people speak for you. Countries will raise their hand. We want to talk for Biafra. Are we ready to play the politics? And the time is now. If you are joining this program, or if you are listening even after this program has ended, please, this is the truth on Bayaf Television. Bayaf Television on the truth. The truth is a platform where we discuss all that concerns us, be it politics, be it human rights matters, on self-determination, or whatnot, as it concerns us as a people. We discuss it here. We do not mind what you feel. We do not mind how you digest it, because all we know we say here is the truth, because the truth is. On a warrior, it kills you. A whole lot of propaganda is being sold out on a daily basis, even on minutes. Those who have taken social media as handwork. They come, they sell you one sort of useless propaganda, you buy it and you think there's way there. There's no way. But on this platform, the truth is where we tell you the way it is. We do not mind whose horse is God here. Because all we are a messenger. We sell the truth for you to be healed, to cure that sickness, to cure that ignorance out of you. Biafrans must be ready to play the international politics at this time. It is needed, and it's right time. If those countries who are interested in our coal, we should be ready to give sacrifice part of it. Are they interested in our crude oil? We must be ready to sacrifice part of it. Are they interested in our gold deposit? We should be ready to sacrifice part of it. And so some other natural resources that beneath our ground. Failure to do so will amount to foolishness the second time. Because we have been fooled the first time, 1967 to 1970, when our eternal leader refused at that point in time, the late Ojukwu, to give out what was needed for us to be free. By now, we would have been free by now. At least that one will not even last 1 year. Because we as a people, the Biafrans, we are having it. All was falling in place, at least at the time, before all became what it is, and then we were decimated in our millions. All we need was just a spike. Come and take this. Give us your support. And then you see, we would have been free. The war wouldn't have lasted till 1970. But we were hell-bent, thinking that we can do it alone, thinking that we're on the right path, and then what happened? Millions of us today we are killed and massacred. The worst ever that the world has seen. Not even Israel saw what we saw. Forget their Holocaust 5 million, as they said, as they claim. But I know ours is even more than 3-point-something million. What is Biafra ready to offer? What is Biafra ready to offer for this politics to be played? If we begin to meet countries, every pro-independence groups, that is why I've been clamoring that you all must come together. For us to marshal out and select those we need to select, those who are gifted to negotiate, those who are orator in their right, those who have what it takes to connect to the world and play the politics of negotiation. We must have bread on the table that we must offer. If need be that their interest is on the side of security, we must be ready to play their politics and get that divide for us to get their support. If their interest is on economic interest, we must understand that we need to give what we need to give. Excuse me. We need to give resources we have for us to get that interest. Because the much that resources is still beneath our ground, Nigeria keeps making it on daily basis, and air we are still killed upon. Our land is nothing to write home about. Can you compare any land, any state in the whole distant region to that of the northern region? Tell me one state that can measure up by way of infrastructure. Abuja today is built upon the blood of our people, the resources of our land. Have you been to Kano to see the development there? Do they have what has Kano brought to the table? That they share our patrimony with them, even share more than some of our states by way of monthly allocation. What is Kano bringing to the table? Are we to talk of Kaduna and some other states? If we fail to give this out at this point in time, thinking we are securing it for the future, you will find that you have no future before then your whole and your generation have been wiped out. The systemic killing in our land, the systemic killing at this point in time should give us a sign of concern. Not just on the side of the idiots that call themselves IPOB and their unknown government. Not on that side. I'm talking of the state actors here. On daily basis, we keep burying our dead, we keep gnashing our teeth, thinking that we are doing it right, but yet we are being killed in our numbers, and we will fail to seek support internationally. Write letters from January to December, year in, year out, without having that negotiation, without showing that carrot you want to offer. Nobody will listen to you. Nobody cares. As I said earlier, some of countries are waiting for us to make a move to approach them. Because no country, I repeat, no country, I stand to be corrected, loves Nigeria except maybe Britain, who makes part of our crude oil, of course, and maybe Switzerland, where they deposit most of the stolen wealth. Every other country do not want Nigeria, not even the America. Forget what they write or what they say on the open. Go to the back door, you will hear the good news. Go to the back door, you will hear the testimonies. Go to the back door, you will hear that they are ready, ever ready, waiting for us to make a move. Nigeria is What happened, I do not know. What happened, I do not know. The line just stood and froze up. Possibly they know what we are preaching here tonight is the gospel. And we will not relent. We must continue to preach. Fellow Biafrans, as what we are discussing before the line went off, today's topic is centered on the politics needed to achieve self-determination. Self-determination. There are international politics you must play. Biafrans are lacking behind on that angle. If you like, kill your own people from January to December, year in, year out, without ready to play this politics of the world, which is politics of self-interest. You are only daydreaming. You can never be free. And this goes also to every other nationalities, nations of Nigeria that constitute Nigeria. You must be ready. The world as of today do not like Nigeria. No country but none likes, not even Benin Republic. Not even Benin Republic likes Nigeria. Then I ask a question. What is keeping Biafrans not to be free? Excuse me. What is keeping Nigeria not to be balkanized? It is because those who are interested are just hanging behind, waiting for you to approach them on the issue of politics of interest. It is two factors you must determine that must determine the freedom of yours, or to determine your self-determination. Two factors, which is centered on politics of interest. One, economic interest. Two, security interest. That is what the world knows today. A case in sight is Ukraine. What makes you think what are they called? NATO was doing with Ukraine? Is it not their security interest? What makes you think Russia is fighting back? Is it not their own security interest? And then we think we will get Biafra. We think we will get Biafra by killing ourselves, causing anarchy in our own land. You think that is way to freedom? Foul. Capital No. You will succeed in killing yourself in millions, even when this Nigerian state comes and offensive to kill you in your millions again. Nobody cares. Just as Ukraine today, are you that is listening to me, are you not eating in your home? If possibly, enjoy with your family. And Ukraine, some persons have been dying, dashing their teeth of losing one loved one or another. That is what the world is. We must be ready to play that politics. Politics of interest. We must be ready to hand that carrot. If need be, we give all we have beneath our land as natural resources, so be it. If need be, we negotiate on their security interests, so be it. The world today are only waiting for you to approach them. If it is for loving Nigeria, no country does. Maybe USA, what's his name? United Kingdom, and possibly Switzerland. These are the two countries I think may love Nigeria based on what they are earning to or gaining, which is their own interest. UK, of course, gaining the crude oil, which that is on our soil. And of course, Switzerland gaining the loot, the starching of the loots in their country. That is these two countries may want to support Nigeria. But of course, every other country, not even you, America, will support Nigeria. They do not love Nigeria. They do not like Nigeria. So what is keeping our people? What is that problem that is making us not to understand that at this point in time we must play that politics of interest? We must be ready to have our bread, to say we are ready to share this bread even in 1/4. And take 4 parts and give us one, just for us to be free. We must be ready as a people to do this. Biafrans must be ready to negotiate right now, because 2023 is pivotal. If we do not begin in preparation for what is to come, now let us all pack up, everybody go and sit down, and remain perpetuating slavery in Nigeria. And if we think we cannot share that crude oil, if we think we cannot share that coal, if we think we cannot share natural resources that be net and soil, for us thinking we are keeping it for our children, we will still continue to live in perpetuity in slavery in Nigeria, and still those crude oil will be amassed and then to support or build the north for you, even the west. Biafrans must be ready at this point in time. It is time we must understand that there is politics of the world that we must play, which is politics of interest. If you are just joining this program, please do me well by sharing these programs. Share it across all social medias where you are so that our people will get to listen. And if you may wish to join what we are discussing, our discuss for tonight, the number to call, our lines have opened. The number to call on WhatsApp is +44 7448 818829. I repeat, if you want to join us in this conversation for your opinion to count or to be heard, the number to call on WhatsApp is +44 7448 818829. This is the truth on Bayaf Television. On this platform, we do not sugarcoat words. We say it the way it bites the ear, but it is the truth. Of course, it is always the truth. It will always purge and heal your heart. It will always purge and sensitize your brain. It will always purge you and heal your soul. As much as those who are constituting menace in our land today, thinking is the right way for freedom. If you like, kill your own mother. Nobody cares. Hence, we have not played the politics of the world, which is politics of self-interest. That is the determining factor to achieve self-determination. Failure to do this, foul work is continue to rigmarole in 360 degrees and no headway. How many years have we done this fighting? If our eternal leader had given what he was supposed to give out during 1967 war, or if Ojukwu has done that, by now we won't be talking, we won't be in Nigeria. The war won't even last till 1967, till 1970. That he did. But he was thinking, no, he's safeguarding our natural resources. We can do it alone. We cannot. Nobody will sacrifice their army without interest. What America is doing today, sending weapons and ammunition to Ukraine, do you think it is just by way of charity? No, they are too good. So kind. They want Ukraine to survive. No, it is their interest, security interest. That's what they are negotiating. What United Kingdom is doing, sending weapons and men to Ukraine, do you think it is out of benevolence or charity? Every pro-independence groups must rally around at this point to set up a powerful diplomatic team. Those who are gifted with negotiation, the power of negotiation. We must begin to move countries to countries at this point in time. Countries to countries at this point in time, negotiating with bread. If need be, we give our coal. So be it for us to be free. After all, we are not enjoying it today. Are we enjoying it? Have you been to any part of the north and see how developmental strides there? Can any state in the old eastern region, I repeat, give me one state in the old eastern region that can match Abuja or that can match Kano in development? What has Kano offered Nigeria that they share as part of their own patrimony? They bring to the center for every state to share. Nothing. But of course, I can tell you today, on monthly allocations that the states share, Kano shares even more than some of the states in Old Eastern region, in South and Southeast today, present South and Southeast, more than what some states earn as monthly allocation, whereas you are the owner of the crude oil. The gold, the chonchon gold they found in Zamfara, did they bring it to the center for us to share too? Do we think as a people? The gold Zamfara, are you not aware? Buhari is aware. Zamfara governor sells this gold and pocket in his pocket, maybe to the state coffers, and then they use it on their own. Is that not natural resources? I ask. Do they bring it to the center for other states to partake and share from it? But they mine it on daily basis, and this money goes to their own pocket. Whereas they come to our land, they massacre our people in pretense that they are drilling oil, they decimate our land, we no longer fish, we no longer farm, and these proceeds are taken to develop the north. Why can't we negotiate with these proceeds in the international community now to get support for self-determination? Because nobody will send their army to support you in a war that they do not have an interest. Every country, the politics of the world today is centered on interest, either economic interest or security interest, but none. The number to call on this program on WhatsApp, if you want your opinion to hear to contribute to this discussion tonight, our topic for today is the politics needed to achieve self-determination. If you want to partake, the number to call on WhatsApp is +44 7448 818829. I repeat, +44 7448 818829. This is Bayaf Television. My name is Christian Wosu. Biafrans must be seen ready. 2023 is pivotal. I keep saying it. Tell me, let me see how an Igbo man will become Nigerian president 2023. I can bet anything on it if it will happen. That is why 2023 is pivotal at this point in time. Year 2023 is pivotal. If we do not, we have crossed that Rubicon. Not going back, of course. But those who are lagging behind, thinking there is a way out there, 2023 is that point. If it is not happening, he said that we come together as a people and fight for this freedom once and for all, or we go and sit down and remain in slavery in perpetuity in Nigeria. No country loves Nigeria, I can tell you this. We are all scattered in diaspora. When you mention the word Nigeria, it bites in their ears. Because it's a God-forsaken country of so-called geopolitical space. Geographical space, I hasten to add. That is what Nigeria just means, an expression of a society or an area. No country loves Nigeria. So have you asked yourself, why is still Nigeria standing? Because these countries are standing by the side, waiting for you, Biafrans, to approach them with prayer, to approach them of economic interest, even security interest, and if this is negotiated, you will see the next plenary in the United Nations Assembly, countries will rise up and speak, we want Biafra to be free. Enough is indeed enough. That is what the world needs. Approach them. If common neighbor, Benin Republic, hates Nigeria, don't you think, I know they have small force, but they have something to offer, even if it is their land border to bring in something for us. They can as well open that for us. Negotiate with them and see what their interest is, economic interest, or even security interest. Then we'll sign dotted lines and in confidence, and we'll get the job done. No country loves Nigeria. Don't tell me that they love. Apart from UK or possibly Switzerland, where they take loot to. This is the truth. So why have we been rigmaroling? Why have we been wasting time thinking we are pursuing self-determination? We are shooting ourselves on the foot. Now we've come home to roast in the name of unknown gunmen. Today I saw a video where these idiots were brandishing themselves, hiding their face like cowards. Who does that? You say you are pursuing something that is just, and you call yourself unknown? Who told you that that is the way to go? You say you are pursuing something that is just, self-determination that you have a right for. And then you are covering yourself, tagging yourself as an unknown gunman. What is nonsense? What bunker? Biafrans must understand, as much as we close our markets in Igbo land, as much as we shoot ourselves on the foot, kill, maim, destroy properties, it can never get you freedom. Nowhere even 1 million miles to freedom. until you do the needful. And what is the needful? Politics of interest. You must play that politics as far as the international sphere is concerned. The politics of interest must be seen to be played. Politics of interest. That is what the world has no soul. Nobody does anything for you because they love you. No country will do that because it is just for them to do. No. Ukraine is an example for you to cite. Freedom do not come on a platter. Every indigenous nations in Nigeria that is agitating to get that country, extricate themselves from that country, abominable country called Nigeria. I see to guys, not a nation. Abominable country called Nigeria. You must begin to engage the world. You must have something on the bread. A bread you must willing to share, or a carrot you are willing to give part of. There are some countries that have, just like America, they may want to use the space called Nigeria for their security interest. Then it boils down to which region is ready to be on that plan with them. That is where you negotiate security interest. If need be, there are countries that need our crude oil. If need be, there are countries that need our coal. If need be, there are countries that need our tin and all other natural resources. So be it, we must be ready to part up some. After all, we are not enjoying it today. Since 1960, even before the independence, to date, tell me the benefits that we've gotten from that crude oil. Rather, what we get on daily basis, the massacre of Odi. What we got was on daily basis, the balkanization, the destruction of our farmlands and waters. What we get on daily basis is pipeline explosion, and it kills our people in their numbers. Destitutes everywhere. We think we are sensible. We must be ready to give that. If Ojukwu had done that, 1967, that war would not have lasted more than 1 year. It won't get to 1970. That he did. But he refused. That same crude oil, are we enjoying it today? That same coal, are we enjoying it today? On the other area, are they not being carted away on a daily basis? You tell me Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. Actually, capital lie. The Nigerian politicians are the richest in the world. I stand to be corrected. Whose resources? That is beneath the ground at your own backyard. That is beneath the soil at your own backyard. Another man as far as Zungeru, another man as far as Katsina comes there and mine it, takes the proceeds to develop their land, and your own place is decimated. You are left in penury. Nothing to write home about. Do I talk of the useless governors we have? All of them are none. The little they give them as crumbs, what do they do with it? Of course, embezzlement upon embezzlement. Just like what the last one that just left, the drunkard of Anambra, that just left. The same thing applicable to all. But if we are ready to play these politics of the world, if we are ready to join force and do what is needed, because the world is waiting. No country wants Nigeria anymore. If you have something tangible to offer these people, they will support you. Pro-independence group at this point in time must see reasons why we must all come together. We must set up a formidable diplomatic team that will begin to do this work for us. Enough is enough. We must not continue to do same thing, same time, same way, and we think we want to get a different result. Who told you it happens? This is Bayaf Television. On this platform, The Truth. On this program, The Truth, we call spade spade. We do not prevaricate. We do not sugarcoat. We do not whitewash. We call names. I know forever. We call names when you need a right. With facts and figures. Our people have been misled over the years. No tangible thing. I repeat, from all pro-independence group, from MASOP to the last group that will be formed tomorrow, has not achieved nothing, has not done nothing. No structural design, no structural work, no headway, no roadmap. All Biafra, 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 and then you think heaven will fall and Biafra will be gotten. All they do is secrecy, embezzlement of that little contributions you give to them. And wearing designer clothes here and there, junketing with women. That is all they are good at. We must understand that in getting freedom, in pursuing our self-determination, there is politics of the world we must play, politics of interest. What is ongoing in Ukraine today is politics of that same politics of interest. That building you see the bomb, they shoot down, that same human being they kill is boiled down to politics of interest. America, what they are negotiating is their own interest, security interest. That is what they are negotiating. Do you think they love Ukrainians that made them to send weapons and ammunition to them? If they love them that much, now why have they not sent men to go and join in the heart of the war? You think anybody will commit their own children to go and die for you and your children to live without having something in return? As much as we continue to hoard, we continue to keep aside that which God has given to us, which is supposed to be debate and negotiating item, as much as we are refusing to do the needful, even when we are still in Nigeria, we should have everything it takes to amass it and sell it and give it out, sign it off. All. Japan today is not surviving with national resources. But their powers, their world power to reckon when it comes to technology. Are you to talk of China? Are you to talk of Hong Kong? What of Singapore? We talk crude oil, we talk natural resources, we have this, we have, to whose benefit? Who enjoys it? We must understand at this point in time, we must understand that it is needed, that we must have the capacity, we must show strength in this regards. And I want to beckon on the de facto government of Biafra, headed by Alhaji Mujahid Okubu Asari. Your team must have that decisive decision. You must stand on this point at this point in time to begin to marshal out international diplomacy team. That we go and begin to negotiate our freedom. The politics is done. If need push comes to shove and it becomes war, if you have not done this, you are wasting your time. Politics of self-interest. If push comes to war today, you've not done this, and our rascals thinks it is just by having your AK-47, aka rubber band, that they tie the rubber band, snatched from the police, the useless police in Nigeria. You think that is what you use to fight war? Oh my God, you haven't bear me witness. Your generation, even your future generation, even your spirit will be burnt alive and destroyed. You call yourself unknown gunmen. What is unknown gunmen in Biafra pursuit? Where you know you are standing on the side of truth? It is criminals masquerading themselves as freedom fighters that are unknown gunmen. Sponsored by IPOB. We call names here. Heaven, let it fall. Sponsored by IPOB. So-called unknown gunmen. Bunch of idiots. You think if you continue to kill our people, you continue to cause fear in our people, then Biafra will just come. They'll just say, oh no, you've done so much. Oh, you are hurting us. We are giving you Biafra. You are a madman. Politics of interest. That is what the word plays. If you wish to join or participate in this program, this is the truth on Bayaf Television. The numbers to call on WhatsApp, because our lines have opened, it is +447448818829. I repeat, the numbers to call is +447448818829. Biafrans must learn that this is the best approach, or at least amongst the approach, because even when you have just one country, amongst those in quote we call superpowers, having negotiated their interest, is it security interest, is it economic interest, having negotiated, signed and sealed, you see them, things begin to fall in place automatically. You won't shout from Anambra to Enugu or in the name of freedom, or from here to Abuja. Who has your time? Who is interested? Who wants you to be alive? Nobody. If you are not ready to part with something. No country of the world, I repeat, no country in this present world, as much as it is called a country, a sovereign country that loves Nigeria. None, but none. Not even the UK. If you negotiate strongly with the UK, you will see them capitulate, they will fall on you because they are hungry. So why are we not having what it takes to have this negotiation? At least sit on the table where this negotiation will start to talk. Why are we not doing this? If we understand, even as small as Ghana and Benin Republic do not like Nigeria, not to talk of countries in Europe, are we not domiciled in Europe, Americas, and Asia? Are we not seeing how we are treated when you mention you are Nigerian? Does that show you they love you? Or does that show they have any sense of interest in Nigeria? And of course, it is what they gain. And they are standing by the side. They know those who have the resources. They know those who have materials they will want to discuss with and have negotiations with. They will not come and call you. It is you who finds something that his hand is longer. It is you. They are just waiting for every one of us to approach them and have a discussion, a conversation as to their interest. That is what the world is waiting for. And I can bet you, when you have this carrot at hand, we are ready to part this carrot, share it into 5. Take 4 parts and give us 1 for a part you support our freedom. You see countries jumping on you because they want it. Dividing Nigeria today, it is not a rocket science. It doesn't take much. It is just that those who are supposed to lead, those who are leaders, those who are pro-independence agitators are just amassing words, just deceiving our people to grave. That is all their concerns are. And those who want to be champions on social media. We are not here to beg followers. Of course, this broadcast is not even enticing to me. I do not see it as a calling. But I'm forced that because I must do it. A whole lot of propaganda is sold on daily basis. Who wants to benefit from social media as a pay? Every evening, every hour, you see idiots who can't even write their names. Junketing on social media in the name of getting followers and selling propaganda. On this platform, we'll call it the truth, and we maintain that truth no matter who you are. We'll tell it the way it is. And of course, if you are joining this program for the first time, my name is Christian Wozo. You will do me well because we want this broadcast to go far and wide so that our people will listen, watch it, and be sensible. Because this program, it cures sickness. It cures imbecility, intellectual imbecility. It cures ignorance. The truth cures ignorance. Biafrans, we must do what is needed now. As I said, 2023 is pivotal. It is that point a year when we will cross that Rubicon. Because those of you, yes, if we get presidency, it is still going to be business as usual because the forces that is tying Nigeria, it is so strong. The thread, the rope that tied Nigeria is so strong. You cannot unwrap it. If you like, bring Jesus Christ. Those who are Christians, bring Allah to govern Nigeria. It will remain the same. In fact, it goes down below what Buhari left it, or where we live. An Igbo man is not a miracle to change Nigeria because nothing can be changed. A building that the structure, the foundation is very poor, is nothing to write home about, and you want to build 1 million skyscrapers on it, story buildings. Who told you it will stand? But if that is not gotten, I'm not saying, do not misquote me. Tomorrow you say, Christian said, if we get it, we'll go and see that. No. I have canvassed on this program that there is need for us to participate in Nigerian politics, at least to hold sway, hold forth while we are pursuing our self-determination. It will give us also the leverage to have the opportunity to elect those who are pro-independence minded into authorities, at least within our states. That's what I'm agitating for. But if it is on the side of the Nigerian president, nothing good can come there. It's not going to come. But it is still good if we get it, fine, let somebody be there. It is after all, it's our money, it's our patrimony they share there. So if one of our brothers can sit there and of course continue to embezzle part of it, maybe one way or the other it will get to some of you. They are your uncles and your aunties. But what is needed must be done, which is politics of self-interest in the world. That is what is played now. We must be ready to play politics of the world in determining our self-determination or to achieve it. The politics of the world that is needed to achieve self-determination. That's what we are discussing today. If we have recognized or accepted that no country loves Nigeria, then what is keeping us? And this question goes to the Yoruba nations also. Even those who call themselves middle of the belt. That region, because they are still being emasculated in the so-called contraction called Nigeria. They are being cheated too. What is holding us to approach these countries, to seek their support with carrots and negotiate their interests to support the balkanization of that country, Nigeria? That is the only way. And those of you who suggest dump the constitution, who told you that it can be dumped? Who told you the constitution can be dumped? You, in your own present eyes, 2023 is knocking at the door. They will still use it. Have not amended the electoral law, part of the constitution? You say dump it, dump it. Who told you it can be dumped? We just keep telling ourselves lies. We are not ready to do the work needed. It is a tedious work, of course. It's not a work of child's play. It's a hard nut to crack, but it is doable. It is doable. This is your carrot. I have this carrot. I want you to take me out of this cage or support my coming out of this cage. Do you wish to share part of it? And you see countries jumping on you, they are ready. It won't last 6 months. 6 months, not 6 months. Biafra will be gotten on. Any region who wants to leave that country will leave that country. But if you continue to hoard it, if you continue to keep it, thinking you are doing yourself good, just like 1967 Ojukwu did, your generation will pay the price. If you have generation to call before then. Politics of self-interest. That is what the world plays. And that is what is needed to achieve self-determination. Nobody should tell you that if you close your shops in the southeast, Biafra will be cut in. It is not a strategy. Maybe in the olden days, what you call civil disobedience, it works, but not this present generation, this dispensation. No part of the world listens that. You only self-inflict yourselves with injury. Civil disobedience, sitting in the bush, sit at home, sit in the forest, sit on top of the tree, it will not get you nothing. You only succeed in endangering your own people, scatter your own little economy that your people survive with. And the chicken will come home to roost. And I tell those who call political elites, who call themselves Southeast political elites, you must rise to the occasion. Because what is to come, if this useless sit-at-home continues and this year ends, what you have on your plate, the destitute, we are not known as destitute, but the destitute, the numbers of destitutes you have will be alarming, and it will turn more to criminality. How much of your people do you want to kill in the name of pursuing criminals? Those small petty businesses are crumbling, and you call yourself political elites in the Biafra land. Let me not generalize it in Igbo land, because Biafra is bigger than Igbo. You call yourself political elites, you call yourself traditional elites that have been cowed into cowardice and silence, and you think that is going well because you are silent. You do not want these idiots to come after you. After all, you will die. Have you not heard as a traditional ruler that some of your colleagues were killed by these same idiots? If they had the opportunity to speak, don't you think they will speak and even die and be prepared to die? And you think you keeping silence will not make them come for you? A time will come. I preach this on this platform, this truth. Give it few months to come. If we do not arrest this ugly situation, you will pay tax to IPOB before you give your hands of your daughter in marriage or even schedule an event. That is what IPOB is pursuing. Not freedom of our people. Not the interest of our people. Do not tell me that. A time will come, every market women or men must pay tax to IPOB. Even when the government is collecting side by side, they will even prepare to pay IPOB than even the government. Because you as political elites, you as the religious elites, you are the elders in the land are refusing to speak because you have been cowed into cowardice. Fear! Ego. Biafrans, we must wake up. It is two factors we must put into play. That's encapsulated in that sentence that is called interest, politics of self-interest. If it is economic interest that these countries of the world needs, we must be ready to provide it. If it is security interest, we must be ready to provide it or be seen in that circle. They are waiting for us. They are waiting for us. These countries of the world do not love Nigeria. Why you see some of them are keeping quiet is because we have not approached them. And some countries at this point in time are benefiting from Nigeria. Why do you think the United States love Nigeria? It is their security interest on the side of Africa. That is the only interest USA have in Nigeria. Security interest. Because they want Nigeria is their eyes, their back and call when it's uprising in Africa. To their own interest. But if you have something more to offer, USA will succumb and they will play to your ball. Why do you think United Kingdom is after Nigeria? It is their economic interest. And we are the owner of that resource. We are the owner of the resources. Another man, as far as Fulani, that originated from even Ethiopia and they wangled their way so many countries and conquer and came to Nigeria. And now holding the thread, the life neck of that resources that is at our backyards to negotiate even our slavery in perpetuity. Shame of all, shame on us. I inclusive. Biafrans, lovers of freedom, those who understand what I've been discussing tonight, those who understand the exigency, the urgency to extricate ourselves from this abominable country called Nigeria, we must rise up to the responsibilities. Enough is enough for all these merchandise who call themselves pro-independence groups. They've slaved us enough. They've turned ourselves against ourselves in the name of faction. I am IPOB. Therefore, whatever PNC says is not correct. It is that propaganda my leader says that is where I will join. What a nonsense. And then his son starts to kill his own father and mother, his own kids and kin, brothers and sisters, in the name of enforcing another man's interest that is cashing out on a daily basis. Whilst even in jail, he's cashing out. Whilst the idiot is in detention in DSS, he is cashing out because the idiots, those Biafrans who are non-entities, who do not have brain, discerning mind of their own to think, are still contributing into his accounts. So we are going to make freedom. Ask them one thing they've done. Now, all you hear, we've met this, she bloody lies everywhere. Propagandas everywhere, selling it up and down, telling you it is the way forward. Who told you that? What we must do, we must do. By this, we are coming to the end of this broadcast tonight. For as a recap, those of you who will be joining or listening to this broadcast after it ends, I beg of you, please do me well by sharing this broadcast, because it cures souls, it cures ignorance, it cures stupidity. You must share far and wide on every social platform where you find yourselves. Our people must be liberated consciously, because the brain of our youths have been twisted. The road to self-determination, the road to freedom and emancipation of our people, the road to freedom of Biafra, it is on the bed of the politics of the world that is centered of self-interest, politics of interest. If we fail to play this politics, we'll be decimated in our millions again. If we fail to give out these resources that we think we own, we'll continue to live in perpetuity in slavery. If we fail to do what is right, if we fail to hearken to the voice that you are hearing this night, and desist from this useless, wanton killing, destructions of our land in the southeast, you are on the road to Golgotha. By this, we've come to the end of this broadcast tonight. I beg of you, please share this broadcast far and wide on any platform where you are, so that those who are ignorant enough must hear this and be healed of their ignorance. God bless you, and we'll come again in a few days' time. Thank you. Good night. Have a nice time, everyone. Good evening.